I also am the founder of the Sylvia System. I'm a team leader here in Grand Rapids. I'm a digital marketing trainer. People call me the kvCore queen. They dubbed that my title. And just in case you care. All right. So when we talk about updating all of our digital assets, what are we going to be updating? Well, we are going to update everything that we can find with our newest headshots, our newest, most updated logos that our company uses or that we have, any of our marketing images and content that we've curated, created, any links out there that need to be updated to a correct website, you know, the business email that you're now using that maybe you weren't using before, you know, phone address, that maybe you need to update. Like I move a lot or have moved a lot in the past. And so I mean, since I've been with EXP, it's been 4 years and I've lived in 4 places. So hopefully that's going to end a little bit here, but anyway, so your passwords, update maybe passwords, connected accounts, integrations, payment profile methods, and that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about. My dog's really wanting my attention right now for some reason. Stop it. So let's start with a test. So hopefully you're taking notes. The first thing you're going to want to do, say step 1, is Google your name. So Google your first and last name and see how much of the internet of that first page of that Google search results that come up, how much of that do you own? How much of that is you? If nothing, comes up because you have a pretty common name like Jennifer Smith, let's say, and you're not really there, then do Jennifer Smith Real Estate, then do Jennifer Smith Realtor and see what comes up. And you should ideally, that whole first page of your Google results should be all you, completely you. And that's what we're going for. Okay. So I don't know if one of my besties, Rebecca, is on here, but I like to talk about her. When we first started working together and talking and stuff, with EXP, she was saying to me one time, early on, hey, I ran into a woman who, maybe she wanted me to help her buy a house or sell her house, and gave her my card. And then she told me that she couldn't find me. Like she Googled me, or she was looking around for me. She couldn't find me. Like there wasn't enough stuff about me. And so it didn't make this client feel confident enough in her. Isn't that interesting? Now Rebecca is an excellent realtor. Somebody you would definitely want on your side, helping you buy or sell a house, and guiding you through every step of the way, someone you can trust with that. But because this woman couldn't find her online at the time, she lost that client. And so you want to be found. All right. So that is what we're going to start with this test and see how you rate. But once you've Googled yourself and you see kind of how you rate and maybe what work you need to do, when you Google yourself, it's going to do a couple things. Number 1, it's going to help you find all the links you need to update. And number 2, it's going to make you realize, oh, you got to do some work on building out your digital presence, okay, and your online presence. So that brings us to the first thing, Googling your business, creating a Google My Business page. And when you create a Google My Business page, someone just asked, how do I create a review link? This is how you're going to do it. You're going to go to google.com/business. You're going to create for free your Google My Business page so that when you do search for yourself, this little section here comes up and you look like a real business and somebody who's serious. You will be able to have a review link. All right. When you create this page. So on this slide, I will be sharing these slides at the end, and I have a link, a how-to link on creating your Google My Business page. Okay, next, all of your Facebook assets. What do I mean by all of your Facebook assets? Well, you've got a personal profile. Your personal profile should reflect the most current you, I think. It should be, what are you still into? Should your bio and your personal profile be updated? Should your place, your brokerage that you represent, should that be at the top of your profile in the About You section, other past experience? make sure that that about section is there. And I mean, I put my phone number in there and my email so that make it showable. I want people to be able to see it, because some people are, that's where they're going to find me. Okay. And all my sphere hangs out on Facebook. That's where my sphere are. That's where, you know, that's where they hang out. So whether I know them very well or not, that's where they are. Okay. So your personal profile, and then your business page. Maybe you have multiple business pages, but update your business page, making sure you have your most current recent logos. So EXP, for example, you know, we got a new logo a little over a year ago. And then just a few months ago, they updated the logo that now, instead of it being a trademark, it's now registered. And it's really just a little matter of it R instead of a TM. But you can go to our branding assets for Epique Realty and find the newest logo. But that's an example. Your newest headshot, you know, I had one from when I first joined EXP like in 2017 and kept it for a long time because I really liked it. But you know, you got to update these things, I think, and show your most current self. Make sure when people click on links inside your Facebook business page, it's going to the right websites, etc. And then your business.facebook.com account. So when you're boosting your own properties, you're boosting your own ads on Facebook, you are doing that through your business ad account. And so go to business.facebook.com and make sure you have your ad account all set up correctly, that you have the correct business pages associated with the correct ad account and payment cards, etc. So this is already a week's worth of work that you have that I've given you. All right. Okay. Next door. Next door is an app just like Facebook that you can get to online or on your phone. And it's Facebook for neighbors. And this is where you help people find their lost cats, or you end up with 5 more cats than you really needed to have because you went and rescued a bunch from your neighborhood. I don't know who that could be referring to, but it's probably me. And then, or, helping people find recommendations for contractors and that kind of thing. And just being a neighbor, being helpful. You can have your personal profile, just your neighbor profile, but guess what? You can claim your free business profile. So in Nextdoor, you can claim a free business profile. Now, if you want to start posting to that business profile, then you have to purchase a zip code. And it could be anywhere from like $20 to $100, depending on your zip code. But you don't have to do that. Just claim your free business profile. Okay. Realtor.com. If you are a member of the National Association of Realtors, then you have a Realtor.com profile, even if you didn't create one. And I know this because I remember a couple of years ago, I met a couple new agents and I wanted to look them up. And I did a Google search, and this one agent, this was what her profile looked like. Cause I was just looking for her phone number, like anywhere, where is this agent's phone number? So I just typed her in, and this is the only profile that came up. So if you don't have much more, this will be much more out there than this. Realtor.com will be strong. Like if you type in your name and plus realtor, this will be a pretty strong possibility that comes up in your search results if you don't have a lot of other stuff out there. So, but anyway, her name was there and her area and which broker she was with, but no picture, no phone number, no links to her, no bio, no nothing. So go and claim your Realtor.com profile and update it with, again, the newest logos, a banner, your photo, your bio, all your things that you would like there. And again, in these gosh, my dog, in these links here on the slides I'm going to share with you, it's going to lead you to the right direction, so you don't have to go hunting for it too much. Zillow. Did you know that you can get a free profile on Zillow? Hopefully you have claimed your free profile on Zillow. You do not have to be a premier agent paying for Zillow ads to get this, but you definitely want it because it's a great profile. You got your bio you put there, and it'll say how many years experience. And so if you're brand new, so what? Okay, so you've been in the business 2 months, who cares, whatever, or under a year. But it gives you a list of all your listing and sales, and then you can claim all your past sales too. And so they add up and it puts them on a map of all your past sales, and you can put an intro video and your professional information all right there. It's a great landing page for you to share. And again, ask for reviews. So not just your Google profile, but also your Zillow profile. Now on mine, speaking of, I got to do this too. I need to update my address. I've been paying for a branch office for a while, and it's not even listed there in my Zillow profile because I got work to do. This is my older picture. I got to update that, things like that. Okay. Your association profile. So whatever boards you belong to. So I belong to 2 boards and 2 MLSs. So you're not, I should have put here, not just your association profile, but also your MLS profile, because there's, 2. So you've got your association profile, is going to help consumers in your area. If there's some like old school people in your area that do search like the local board's website. It's kind of interesting, but they do. And then other realtors search for you there. So make sure that's all updated. And then your profile on the MLS should be updated, because if you create any like materials from the MLS, like a CMA that's created from the MLS, anything like that, you want to have your most updated information there as well. Yes, this is all free, all your free profiles I'm going over right now, you guys, all of your free profiles. When you're a member of a local board, like I'm a member of the Greater Regional Alliance of Realtors, and because I'm a member of that local board, then by default, they also make sure they make me a member of NAR and a member of my state association as well. But basically all of the information that my member of my local board has gets sent over like automatically. Then NAR has my information, my state board has my information, because my local board information is updated, because that's who manages all of my association memberships. Your company profile. So with EXP or a different organization, you have a company profile. Now at EXP, we have not only our company profile, also our workplace profile. EXP Realty. So I'm just going to talk to EXP agents for a minute. You go to expenterprise.com, that kind of main dashboard where you can go for everything that you first, your first actual login you ever got at EXP is your EXP enterprise account. And you've got actually 2 profiles there. You've got your agent profile for the agent directory, and then you've got an enterprise profile. You've got 2 profiles. So one is like the internal profile that the company sees, and one is the external profile that consumers can search. So make sure, and I actually looked at mine recent. This one's old, but I looked at my most recent one. I have my headshot and my updated logo and all that stuff. But my bio is only 1 sentence. I'm like, oh, I really need to improve my bio on my company profile. Because you know what? When I give people referrals, other agents referrals for my clients, and I am not one of those people that posts them in like our referral network and says, hey, I got a client, blah, 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 who wants it? I search the company directory and I look at who I like. Like, okay, what do they write in their bio? Where are the areas they serve? Do they even have their profile updated? If they do, then I'm going to use them. I mean, I'm one of those. So I have to update my bio better because it's only 1 sentence. I don't like that. I want to make it much better. Then those of you, again, in EXP, your workplace profiles. So you all have your own personal profile here in workplace. And, you can put a banner there, your most recent picture. You can write a status. You can write your bio, you can have a phone number and all that jazz. And I wish more agents would make sure their phone number is in there and the areas they serve, and they have some kind of little bio and they have a picture. So do that. Company profiles. Added suggestion, Jen is saying, write your bio and save it in a doc. Oh, this is really, I mean, this is a really practical thing to suggest, because she's absolutely right. Sometimes I'll be looking for my bio. I'm like, wait, where? And I thought I saved it, but I didn't save it in the right place. And yeah, this is an excellent suggestion. You know, write your bio and save it in a doc. And I recommend a Google Doc. If you use Gmail and stuff, and save all your stuff there, so you can copy and paste in each profile and lead it. And don't forget to date it so you know when to update it. So put like last updated. Brilliant. Thank you, Jen, for that little tip. Oh yeah, and Kelly is mentioning she wants to update her designations and certifications. Yes, and that's something that you're going to do in your profile for your company, and also on your association profile. Realtors Property Resource. Now, if you are a member of NAR and Canada, and Rob, maybe you can help me. I know you guys have Geo Warehouse. Is Geo Warehouse a product provided to you by your National Association of Realtors in Canada? Or do you have any other programs like it provided by your national board? Because at National Association of Realtors in the US, we get Realtors Property Resource, where we can create like property flyers and such for people, and market analysis reports and that kind of thing, CMAs, neighborhood reports, beautiful things. And when you do that, you know, it creates this profile. So you want to make sure you've got your most recent logos, which I just, after I did this, I saw, oh yeah, I got to update. So I put my new logos there, and my most recent headshot is there now for my flyers, because that is one thing I did get done. And so you're going to go into your RPR profile and update that stuff. Okay. Let's see. I know I love RPR too. Rob says, yes, Geo Warehouse is given to you, be the board, not sure about the profile though. Okay, yeah, check it out. All right. Next, this is a fun one, Calendly. You should all have Calendly. It's free. You can create one free event. So what is Calendly? This is like in your appointment setter. So you can create a 15-minute phone call appointment, because you can only have, for free, you can have one active appointment type. So you can create something like a 15-minute phone call, and then you sync it with your Google Calendar, and it finds times that you're available. Or you can spell out, hey, these are the times that I want to be available for a phone call, 3 to 5 Wednesdays, or 8 to 10 Fridays, just these certain times that you'll be available, that it will allow people to make appointments. And then you can set it up so that when somebody signs up, they provide so you can ask them certain questions, or you'll just get their name and email, but you can ask for more, like their phone number. And then you can even require a phone number, and you can then set it up so that the person is going to get text reminders to be on that appointment, whether it's a in-person appointment or a phone call, whether, and you can send directions, whether you're calling them or they're calling you, or whatever the case may be. But this Calendly link, this is something like in your Facebook account, in your Google My Business page, you can set up an appointment link, and this Calendly can be your appointment link. LinkedIn, I have to really update my LinkedIn. I have completely neglected the crap out of my LinkedIn, but I need to do it. So this is Sierra's, and this is actually an older screenshot as well. If you click on more information about yourself on your profile, this on the right hand side, this contact info area will pop up. And so this is how like other vendors or other agents or people that might be interested in using your services can find all your most recent information. So make sure that area is updated. I didn't really even realize that was there until I saw this on Sierra's, I think, or it just had been so long since I paid any attention. And then I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, all my information is really old. I got to update that. So FYI. What's next? Instagram. So your Instagram account, hopefully you have one. And if you do have one, you've connected your Facebook business page to it. Make sure that's updated. And you have the right profile image that you want, and like your your little bio there. And then, Instagram doesn't like links, right? But there's one place you can have links, and that is in your link tree. And I'm going to go over that in a bit. You can have a link tree link. You can have any link you want, but link tree is nice because you can point it to in all kinds of directions. I'm going to show that. So far, I've gone over everything that's free. Okay. So I'm going to keep going with this. So Instagram. All right. What's also nice about Instagram is it can kind of feed into other things that you might want to show off. And I'll go over that in a minute. All right. That leads me to Eventbrite. Actually, Eventbrite has profile pages, and you can actually like stream in your Instagram posts to match your Eventbrite profile. But anyway, you have your bio there. You make sure you have all your contact information there. So if you're doing events, like if you're doing client events, if you're doing real estate education events for other realtors, if you're doing, happy hour events for other realtors, or home buyer seminars for clients, this is going to be a profile that's we're going to be promoting a lot of your events is Eventbrite and Facebook, because you got to do it both. You got to do it both places, in case you didn't know. Didn't you know you have to be able to do everything when you become a realtor? You have to do absolutely everything. Okay, just FYI. Linktree, here it is, Linktree. You're going to create a link tree, and then you can put all of your links in there. So your squeeze page links from kvCore, like searching West Michigan homes, gets your instant home value. Learn about joining EXP, visit, the website, go to any of my social media profiles, schedule a call with me. It's all right there. And I can share that link tree link on Instagram or anywhere I want to. All right. All right. Let's see. Is there any other things? Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. YouTube. So, with your Gmail account, when you create a Gmail account, you get a free Google account, right? And in your free Google account, your Google account profile should be updated. Your Gmail account settings and what you want that to look like should be updated. I didn't really mention that, but I'm mentioning it now. And you have access to create a free YouTube channel, and you can create as many as you want with your Google account. And again, there's a how-to link, and you'll want to make sure that's completely updated with, your most recent stuff that you want, how you want it to be reflected, that it's all there. Okay. All right. Next. I already talked about Instagram. We're good there. Okay. So your web IDX and CRM. So if you use kvCore or any other CRM or, the web IDX, where all your information is, your signature, your social media links, your phone numbers, everything that's in that profile that needs to be updated to reflect the way you want it to on the front of your website. This should so your social media links, how it looks, everything you should make sure those basic settings are updated to how you want them to look with your most recent information. Yes, get HomeSnap for free. I'm a member of 2 MLSs, and both MLSs give me HomeSnap for free. And it's like another thing to have to do, but it's kind of cool. Those of us that use kvCore, a couple things to note is kvCore is very mobile friendly. And so it works fine, like as an app, but there is not any good specific app for kvCore. There is millions mapped, but it's not great. In fact, they're phasing it out eventually at some point and coming out with something new at some point, but who knows when. But HomeSnap, gives like a really cool app for you, the agent, and your consumers. And so if your MLS does give HomeSnap for free, check it out if that's something that turns you on. And when you have it, so I have HomeSnap, a pro account, and then you get like a Pro Plus account if you upgrade a little more for not too much more money, if your MLS is already giving to you for free. And you have a public profile, and then you have an agent only profile. So those are things you're going to want to update. All right. Or other lead source tools like that, like HomeSnap. Okay. You know what you have. I don't. Maybe you have other websites out there, like you have a WordPress website. So is the contact me page working the way you want to? Is it linking to where you want to go to? Are all the links on your website still working? Is everything updated? Is anything broken that needs to get fixed? Next, The other thing we want to start thinking about now, we've talked about all like the free profiles basically, and I probably missed some, but that's, we talked about a lot. But now let's talk about some of your assets like that you've created, like different materials you might have created that maybe you need to update. So for example, those of us in EXP, we have EXP Marketing Center that's going to help you create a lot of these materials. If you're not with EXP, or even if you are, there's breakthroughbroker.com, which is like the same platform. What's nice about EXP Marketing Center is it's materials already branded to EXP that are and other materials that are specific to EXP, whereas Breakthrough Broker is like anybody can use, and you can create a free account. So if you're not with EXP, breakthroughbroker.com, make sure you get in there. So what can you do in there? You can create all kinds of like flyers and brochures. So in breakthroughbroker.com and EXP Marketing Center, you can create, you know, this buyer's roadmap. There's also a seller's roadmap, like it's a simple, you know, buyer guide, a simple seller guide telling you the exact process. And so you want to make sure that's all updated with the information you want here, and make sure you have a new fresh one that's updated. All your assets everywhere are updated. So that's an example. Your listing and buyers presentations. Your listing presentation and buyer presentation. So in EXP Marketing Center, and you can also create one in Breakthrough Broker, we've got listing presentations and buyer presentations that creates like multiple slides. Like there's 22 slides, the listing buyers presentation. You want to update that with your newest, most accurate information. And there's like a mobile app version or a web desktop version. And then it's edited the way you want, so you can use it and share it. Laura, is the listing and buyer presentation slides for free? Yes, Laura, they are free. And not, you know, so they're nice because they're already branded with EXP. There's a lot of good options there. If you're not with EXP, you can go to Breakthrough Broker, and there is a listing presentation you can update from that, but it's just not as cool. It's not as pretty if you want to have the EXP one, because it's already like very EXP branding and stuff. So right now we're talking about, you know, this different content we might have curated. We talked about home buyer guides, listing presentations. It's just an example of assets maybe you've created. Maybe you've also created buyers or seller guides like your own that you made like downloadable. And you can, if you don't have one and you want that, some of us use like Simplifying the Market, or it's called Keeping Current Matters is the actual program you pay for, and they provide those, but you got to pay for it. So I like to teach you the free stuff. And so Realtors Content Resource, if you're a member of the National Association of Realtors, sorry, Rob, sorry, Canadians, but you have access because of your NAR benefit, Realtor Content Resource, where you can create buyer guides and seller guides and then you can edit it the way you want there and put your own branding there, your own logos, your own contact information, all that stuff. And so on this slide, when I share this with you, you'll see like an example of a branded buyer and seller guide created from RPR. And it was a couple of years ago, but it's still, I'm sure they've updated it a bit from where it is now. And then a little video on how you can actually make PDF documents like this buyer and seller guide downloadable from anywhere on the internet, whether you wanted to make them downloadable from kvCore or your website or whatever. I have a little trick how to do it. And guess what? It's using Google Drive. I love me some Google. I hope you all have a Google account. Okay. Keisha, we no longer get Homekeeper for free with EXP. Jeff, Breakthrough Broker is not the exact same as EXP Market Center. But EXP Marketing Center is based on the Breakthrough Broker platform. And so a lot, you know, so you can access a lot of the same stuff you can access inside Breakthrough Broker at EXP Marketing Center. So like the pros and cons of using EXP Marketing Center is that everything's already branded EXP, and there's like EXP specific things like information of like flyers on some of our affiliated partners, or agent attraction information and social media post images for stuff specific to EXP. So that's really, really nice. With breakthroughbroker.com, it's also free to use. And I actually have a separate account separate from my EXP Marketing Center. And the reason I do is because when I joined EXP, I already had a Breakthrough Broker account, and EXP didn't even have this EXP Marketing Center thing yet. That took a couple more years. So I use Breakthrough Broker already, and I find it just easier to search for certain things, like especially like social media stuff and more graphics and stuff like that. I find a little easier to find if I use it, go to breakthroughbroker.com. So there you go. Andrew's asking me, where do I get a personal logo made? Any recommendations? Fiverr. Go to Fiverr, fiverr.com, and look at a couple different people are offering logos for like $25, $35, and see what styles you like, and work with somebody, and you can, so they'll tell you how many revisions you get and all that stuff, and get a logo that way. Okay, how do we get kvCore to update our EXP logo? Well, that's interesting, Carl. The newest EXP logo should already be there automatically, unless you put some special code in there that overrode that. But what you do to get the newest logo is you go to expcloud.com, and go to the marketing area and look for the brand resources, and you'll find all the newest logos there. And if you think that the old logo is still on your website, Carl, then you could reach out directly to kvCore and say, hey, can you make sure the correct logo is there? Somebody asked, what do you offer? Who can help me with this? So again, when I share these slides, which in just a couple minutes, you're going to get these slides at the end, you'll click on this link and it's going to take you to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has tons of training about a variety of things. All right. Not everything that I teach, but a lot. Okay. If you go to kvcorequeen.com, it's just a forwarding address. It'll take you to my website that's geared towards agents for my digital marketing training, kvCore training, all that jazz. And we do offer a kvCore setup. I think it's the best one available. I feel like it's the most comprehensive, is going to do all the most stuff for you, set up the most stuff for you, have the best campaigns set up for you, creating a complete reference guide for everything we do for you. And we offer on-demand training with it to teach you everything that you need to know about using your setup. Plus, you get live coaching with me